In a world where children spend more time online than outside, our connection to nature is fading. This shift affects their physical and mental health, attention, and their sense of connection to others and to the land itself. My research explores how outdoor and land based education can help reconnect students with nature, promote well being, and integrate Indigenous ways of knowing into everyday learning. My guiding question was: how can outdoor and land based education, informed by Indigenous knowledges, support students' well being, connection to nature, and inclusion, while contributing to decolonizing education? My objective was to examine the benefits, feasibility, and implications of this approach, not only for students, but for the health of our communities and planet, and to understand how it might contribute to the decolonization of education. Education, as we know it, is built on political and historical ideologies. In Canada, the schooling model was adapted from European systems designed to prepare students for the workforce, systems that emphasized control, conformity, and competition. By contrast, Indigenous education is grounded in relationships between people, the land, and all living beings. It values reciprocity, community, and balance. My review drew on several key theoretical frameworks. For example, two-eyed seeing, which encourages us to view the world through both Indigenous and Western perspectives, and attention restoration theory, which shows how nature helps restore focus and reduce mental fatigue. Additionally, critical and place-based pedagogies, which call on educators to examine how schooling reinforces certain ideologies and to root learning in the places we inhabit. I also highlighted the First People's principles of learning, which remind us that learning supports the well being of the self, family, and community. Learning is holistic, experiential, and relational. Learning requires the exploration of identity and connection to place. These principles align perfectly with outdoor and land based education, where students learn by observing, doing, reflecting, and connecting. All of these frameworks helped me connect outdoor learning with broader goals of reconciliation and student well being. I conducted a traditional narrative literature review analyzing research on nature based learning, Indigenous pedagogies, and outdoor education models. I searched databases such as the University of Calgary's library and Google Scholar, focusing on studies involving children from kindergarten to grade 6. The research consistently showed that taking learning outdoors supports whole child development and fosters connection with the land. First, physical well being. Outdoor learning increases movement and activity levels. Students are often twice as active outdoors compared to classroom days. Second, mental and emotional health. Nature reduces stress, restores focus, and helps children regulate emotions through what psychologists call soft fascination, effortless attention that refreshes the mind. Third, social connection and belonging. Outside, students collaborate more naturally, feel more equal, and develop empathy toward others and the environment. Fourth, academic engagement. Outdoor lessons enhance motivation and focus. Teachers report longer periods of engagement and fewer behavior interruptions. Fifth, environmental stewardship. Most importantly, nature connection fosters pro environmental behavior. When students develop a relationship with the land, when they learn from it and within it, they begin to care for it. Connection leads to responsibility, and responsibility leads to action. Sixth, decolonizing potential. Outdoor and land based learning reflects Indigenous pedagogies rooted in relationship and reciprocity. It challenges colonial assumptions about what counts as real learning. Research from youth school programs in Denmark demonstrates the feasibility of this model. In these programs, students spend at least 1 day a week learning outdoors across subjects. Results show higher well being, increased physical activity, and sustained academic engagement. Youth School proves that integrating outdoor learning is both practical and beneficial. Importantly, outdoor based education should not be viewed as an add on to teachers' already full workloads, but as an add in, a way of teaching the existing curriculum through active, experiential, and outdoor based approaches. Education outside the classroom is not just about changing scenery, it's about transforming values. By integrating Indigenous principles and connecting learning to the land, we can create schools that nurture the whole child mind, body, spirit, and community. If we want future generations to protect the environment, we must first give them the chance to build a relationship with it. Schools have the power to make learning alive, connected, and rooted in place. moving away from systems of control and toward education that honors well-being, diversity, and the planet we share.